I wanted to do, and I thought about this when we were filming the last video, and that is right now all of our toStrings are printing out from the parent level, which only prints out the attributes that are found in the parent. So if I want to be able to print out the parent from down here, let me go ahead and open up my belt one there. I'm going to add a toString to each one of these. So I'm going to go and we're going to right click, go to source, and we're going to generate the toString. And the toString says I have size and color, but I also want to include my inherited fields. So there's my inherited fields. That's going to get me all of the different pieces there. I'm going to go ahead and click generate. And we actually created it up a little higher here, so I'm just going to move it down. But notice it's got the size, color, but it's also got the name, price, SKU, and brand from the parent level. And how am I accessing them? I'm not doing anything different. It's like the brand, name, and price are all in the same class. I don't have to have an object of the parent name to do it. I can just call the name as if it was part of this class specifically, because really when you inherit, all of those things are inside of it. Now that does not get past the private attribute. Remember, we had to change our parent stuff. We could not make these private because private still is very distinct to this particular class. So I can't just do it that way. And in fact, if I did do private up here, I wouldn't be able to do the toString like I am down here at the bottom. But if I do have access to them and I try to print them out, there's really no difference. I can't tell that this name variable comes from a parent or from this one, because here's size and there's name. They look the same. If it's not a private attribute, you have access to it from the child the same way you would have access to it as if you were in that same class. The important part is they cannot be private. So if I come here to computer and I go ahead and do my toString for that one, go ahead and do my right click, go to source, generate my toString, make sure I generate the inherited fields, go ahead and click finalize. There's that one. And I'm going to do the same thing over here in television. And I'm going to right click and go to source, right click, source, generate toString, include those inherited fields, generate. And now if I run my, I start here, all these toStrings now are going to be specific to the class that I created them in. So there's the belt, the size is null and the color is null, and there's the reverse support is on is false, RAM is 16 and 500, resolution, all those things are set across all of them. So there's a little bit of overriding happening here because the toString, which exists up here at the product level, is being overridden at the belt level with its toString, the computer level with its toString, and the television level with its toString. Actually, the Eclipse even added in the override, but it's not because it's overriding the parent, it's because it's overriding the toString, which exists in Java libraries. So there's actually a couple levels of override happening here. The product level overrode the Java library, and then the children, the television, the computer, and belt overrode the toString that we had previously overridden from the library at their level in terms of that. So there's a lot of confusing stuff going on here. The best thing to do is just to play around with this, and you'll understand inheritance and polymorphism enough where hopefully you can start doing some cool stuff with your code.